Good afternoon. This is Emily Kestrel. I am here with my little buddy Dredd. Want to say hello, Dredd? No, he's not interested in saying hello. Anyway, Dredd and I are here today at Allerton Park, which is just outside of Monticello in central Illinois. It's another one of my favorite places to hike here in the area. It used to be the estate of a rich guy named Mr. Allerton. I mean, obviously Allerton's his last name. I think Robert Allerton. Anyway, it was built in the 1920s. I think he was from Chicago, and he and his friends used to come here and have lavish parties in the gardens and on the grounds. And this is now owned by the University of Illinois. It's just a fascinating place. Let's see what Dredd is up to. Dredd is really having a good time since I've started my new little project. Normally I just take him for walks around town with me. He does not get so many wonderful fun things to sniff and different adventures. I actually was not going to come out today. It's very, very dreary. Just another very typical winter day. Nothing fun or exciting about it. But it got to the point where, for my mood, I just had to get out and do something. So I've been meaning to come here and show you guys this place for a while. I figured it would be a good time to do it. Let's take a look at these foo dogs. I think I read that in the Chinese tradition, the foo dogs protect against evil. So this spot should be well protected. If you're worried about bad vibes, you come here and let the foo dogs stare at you for a while. Chase away anything negative. I love these guys. Dredd just loves to explore. It might be a very gray, gloomy, and depressing season for humans, but I think right now Dredd is living his best life. Let's go for a little walk in the woods now. It's just leading the way in here, zigzagging in front of me. Lots of great things to sniff back here. There's a little pond back here. A mossy stump, watered by Dredd. Dredd, you have no respect. Oh, we're coming up on something here. Got these little statues back in the woods. This one's a little gruesome. Denisher Dorson. Oh, looks to me like poetic justice at work. That statue's not actually one of the original works that Allerton brought to the grounds. I read on the website someone donated that one and another one to the university, and they put them back here down the hill into the floodplain. This park is prone to flooding. A lot of it is lowland forest in the floodplain of the Sangamon River. And in a rainy spring, does that river ever flood? Many times I've been here and this section of the trail is completely underwater once you get to the bottom. Usually that happens around April or so. And then by May, the mosquitoes are so bad that forget having an enjoyable leisurely walk back here. It is a blood sacrifice, and you are the victim. It's one of the advantages of winter. You don't have to worry about that kind of shenanigan. That's a nice shoot of greenery there. Wonder what that is. Got pretty green ground cover. The sound of water. And up there on the hill, we're coming up to the mansion. Well, let's go up to the mansion today. We're not doing the long walk. Ta-da! We are up out of the woods. I don't think you can jump that. I think we have to walk around. So I know I like to say every time I go out somewhere that it would make a great setting for a horror novel. I actually don't see this one as a horror novel. I see it as an Agatha Christie style mystery. Murder at Allerton. Get a dozen or so neurotic rich people all together. One of them dies mysteriously. Who did it? That's what I envision for this setting. Exploring the hedge. Have other dogs been there? Is that what you're smelling? Now these statues are original to the estate. Another one over here. My dad has said he doesn't care for Allerton Gardens because of all the concrete. It's just kind of blocky and inorganic looking for him, I guess. But that was very much the aesthetic of the time when it was created, the 1920s. I like it, obviously. I come here a lot. It's so still here right now. I hate to talk and disturb it. It's just so still and quiet. I'll just do a quick tour through the gardens. Still have the Christmas lights on. Summertime, this little area makes Dredd nervous because you can see it's not completely filled in. And sometimes children like to run and hide and play in there, and they'll just jump out suddenly and terrify Dredd. Of course, almost everything terrifies Dredd, so that's not surprising. More of the statuary. This hedge tunnel continues. Feels quite long when you're just walking down it. Let's get a Dredd's eye view. Coming up to the gates. Yes, Dredd, we're locked in now. It's very frightening. We're locked in with the killer monster hedgefish. Let's go take a look at it. Yeah, I wonder what he is thinking. And he was like, you know what, I want to have a little walled maze garden with some giant fish swimming through the topiary. Yeah, I like it. It's cool. Seems like an odd choice. If there's any part of this garden that would be the setting of a horror novel, it is here. The Avenue of the Chinese Musicians. These little guys. I don't know. There's something creepy about them. I could picture them coming to life after dark. Running around the park. Getting into who knows what. Of course, the 1920s was also a time when people in the United States and Europe were fascinated with Asian art, which explains a lot of the choices here in this park. And here's the sunken garden. more of those fish. Alright, Dredd, let's start heading back towards the parking lot. We won't go back through the gardens. Look at that. The whole school of fish up there. Golden fish. And like always, Dredd beats me to the top. See more of the woods out here. You know what's down there? Yeah, I'm ready to go back too. Come on. It's just a squirrel. Just a squirrel, mister. Don't try and jump after it, please. Normally I would spend much longer here. There are miles and miles of hiking trails in the woods that are really fantastic. But it's cold. I just came out here to get out of the house and also out of my head for a while. I would have thought you'd had enough of exploring long grasses yesterday. We went out to Farmer City. You almost got eaten by the Farmer City monster. Remember that? Well, I was thinking of taking the long way back. Show you a good view of the river. But you know what? It is so cold right now. It's just that bitter, damp kind of cold. I think I'm just gonna head home, wrap up in a blanket, have some hot cider. And I'll see you next time Dredd and I go out on a little adventure. You ready, Dredd? Come on.